Hello and welcome to Tales from the Backlog. My name is Steve Boshier and I will be your referee for the evening. If you are new to the channel, this is our Monday night show where we try out lots of different games. Tonight is our first time in Into the Odd. I know it's my first time. Is it everyone else's first time in Into the Odd? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, let me put up the book cover. Boom, there it is. As you can see there, cool little art piece for the cover. This book is by Chris McDowell, wrote the game and all of the text for it, and the art and graphic design is by Johan Nohr, who also worked on Merkborg, which is, of course, a favorite game of ours around here. I believe Merkborg has made more appearances on Tales from the Backlog than any other game. Assuming you count the spin-offs like Borkborg and Cyborg and Frontier Scum, which are all Merkborg related. Yeah, so we're excited to play this one. And yeah, I think this Friday coming up for our in-person game, our main campaign, we will finally have 4 players at the table again, assuming nobody else gets COVID or has a friend getting married or it gets hit by a bus.
I'm down to play this again on Friday if he doesn't show up.
Yuri, stay out of the street.
Oh.
I get injured a lot.
Yeah. Accident prone. That's what my mother used to call me when I was a child. Now I understand she just meant clumsy. Yeah, so this is a very cool system. We'll talk more about how it works as we play. But essentially, it's kind of I want to say steampunk, but it's more than that. The world of this game is, well, it's very odd. The heroes dwell in a city called Bastion, which is, as the text says, the only city that matters. It's a steampunk era world, but there's also a lot of influence from weird stuff like aliens and some suggestion of maybe Lovecraftian type horrors that have not only come around but have basically reshaped and affected or infected the world at large. So you, as adventurers, will make your living exploring dungeons, underground catacombs, and so forth, looking for arcanum, which are these magical objects possessed of bizarre powers, which you can use to further your adventures or to sell for money and then use the money to further your adventures. So without further ado, let's introduce our characters. We'll go clockwise, starting with Yuri.
All right. I am playing Penwick Dathrock. I am a tall, weedy-looking creature with a bandage apparently over my left eye, because apparently I am missing one, and I guess it's a little bloodied.
Bloodied? Your eye is still bleeding?
Yes, apparently it's a recent injury.
Dang. Well, it's all that factory work. That's why they think adventuring's dangerous.
Yeah, no OSHA rules to protect you. Yeah.
And should I go next or?
Yeah.
I'm Alan. I'm going to be playing Julius Cross, and I don't know. I'm not quite sure how this guy's going to start out. I think he's just fed up with working. He doesn't want to work anymore, and he took his father's musket and some cards and a and a portable ram, and he's like, I want to go on an adventure.
Because you have this lying around.
I'm gonna go make some real money, and now I probably won't come back home, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, sometimes quitting your job is the hardest work.
Hi, I'm Mia. I'll be playing Lillian Fletcher. I have left my job to try and find my brother who went off adventuring and never came home.
Oh,
Oh.
Dang. Dang.
younger brother?
Lawrence Fletcher.
Lord.
Fletcher.
Was he a younger brother?
Older brother. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to be playing the introductory adventure right out of the game book, and it is this one. It's called The Iron Coral. And as you can see, it heavily features coral. So, Lillian, how long would you say it's been since you heard from your brother?
2 months.
2 months. Well,
2 weeks. Whatever works best for you.
No, 2 months is good. And I was just going to say, at the end of that 2 months, you receive a telegram. And it says, "Come to the Iron Coral. I need your help. Lawrence."
Oh, gosh. This is exciting.
Yeah. Now, you guys don't know what that is. You don't know what the Iron Coral is. That doesn't make any sense. But asking around the city of Bastion, when you can talk through the choking soot in the air, you hear tell of this place or a thing called the Iron Coral, which has appeared out of the sea near the city of Hopesend. So there's a bit of travel to get there. You guys are able to take a train from Bastion to Hopesend, and then there actually is a hex crawl here, which we're gonna skip over because we only have a 3-hour show. But
we're not going to use the hex.
we're not going to use the hex crawl because it's completely separate from the dungeon crawl. So we're going to skip the hex crawl and go right to the dungeon crawl. But let's just say, after some hardship and toil, you travel from Hopesend to the shore, and you do indeed find what they call the Iron Coral. Now, this is a recent addition. This is what the local fishermen tell you. They have been watching its sort of jagged metallic form grow up out of the water in recent months. Actually, less than that, like recent weeks. There's all these sponge-like surfaces, but like I said, it's also kind of metal. Parts of it look rusted, but it's growing like undersea coral. And there are all these holes in its sponge-like shell, and some explorers have gone inside and not returned. Lillian, if you are to ask around, nobody knows Lawrence by name. But you do have your telegram, and they do tell you strangers have gone in there exploring and not come back.
Oh, Penwick, Julius, I really hope I can find my brother. This telegram has given me so much hope.
Sorry, I didn't realize we were with you this whole time.
Yeah, you guys are her best friends.
Okay, all right. Well, I would always try to help you, especially when it comes to family. I've been there.
Did your brother also get lost?
No, my mother, she was an adventurer, and I've never heard from her.
Oh.
Some say she had me in the dungeon itself, but I kind of think my father just likes to exaggerate.
All right.
So adventuring is in your blood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the blood.
We'll see.
The calling of the blood. Well, I am going to be using Jason. Hi, Jason. I am going to be using Roll20 tonight. Everybody gasp. You guys don't need to be on it. I'm just using it to show you the map a piece at a time because of this little fog of war
Awesome.
feature.
I like that.
Woohoo.
So there. Wait. Why isn't it showing up? Oh, because it's completely covered. That's why. So
I see something.
yeah, I need to. I forget when I do window captures. If I have another window maximized over the window I'm capturing, it doesn't show up. Anyway, there it is. That is a beach.
So we're on a beach.
Yeah, well, sort of. You're on like the beach that's on the Iron Coral. So you've traveled out to this thing, probably by boat, and where you stand, it's like metallic. It looks like gray coral, but it's metallic. The sea around here is full of actually dead fish. They are washing up on the edge of the coral. Every time a wave laps up, there's more dead fish. And you see this little slope heading down into a dark, dark pit. And that is that line there to the south.
Lillian, did your brother mention anything about a dark path?
No, just that he needed help and that he was here, or at least was here. Gosh, there's so many ways into this place. It's bound to be a very intricate maze.
I want to make sure we have everything in order. Penn, what have you brought with you on this adventure?
Well, as gentlefolk do, I always carry a box of cigars and my pistol and whip.
Well, we'll definitely be needing those cigars from when we complete this mission. I'm sure.
Or before, during.
All of the above.
I got me musket, and I got my ram, and I got some cards we can play if we get bored.
In the dark.
In the dark. Well, thank goodness I brought some grease. Maybe we can fashion a torch with some grease to burn. I have a hand drill, a drum, and a pistol. Not exactly the best equipment for spelunking, but...
Well,
Well, do we see anything that might be a torch-like material besides my precious cigars?
yeah. Is there any wood around?
some driftwood somewhere.
Not that you can see, no.
It's unfortunate we did not start this adventure with money. We may have been able to buy a lantern or some torches.
You know what? Someone can have a torch or someone can have a lantern. That's fine.
I think it does mention that we get basic stuff at the beginning.
I didn't. I only skimmed the character creation since I didn't make a character.
Is assumed that it is assumed we have rations, lanterns, basic climbing, and camping equipment.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
great.
we have that stuff.
Yeah. Okay. The stuff you would need for an expedition.
Yeah.
That's
So
perfectly logical.
So yeah, I take up my lantern. I'm like, well, ladies first.
Lillian, please lead us into the gloom.
Wait, is Penwick a man?
Yes.
I did not realize. Okay.
Like, I look to the two men. I'm like, well, I guess chivalry is dead. And then I'm just gonna like put my hands on my hips and like stomp forward through the sand into the tunnel,
I'm right behind you.
casting my own dark shadow in front of me so I can't see anything.
By the way, I'm so glad we had basic camping gear. I was worried that we would have to pick up those fish.
You don't even know what killed them. That would be horrifying. I will now ask you, any one of you guys can decide to please roll a d6 as you enter this first chamber.
Only one of us.
Only one.
I would like to.
All right.
Go for it.
You're responsible for our lives. You do know this.
That's a 2.
That is a 2. So as you enter chamber 1 here, you hear the sounds of... I'll roll this one. Something far distant. The echoes in this place make it hard to tell even which direction it's coming from. But there's this sound like a pulsating, squishing sound coming from somewhere. But it's not here. It's not in this room. It's somewhere distant. So what you see, you're in this dark cave, and the walls here are very echoey. It sounds metallic. And there are a few exits here. I'm gonna clear slightly more of this. There we go. So
nice. This is really cool.
Mhm.
So I see. It looks like 4 exits.
well, here's what you've got. There's Can I point to it? Hold on. I'm gonna move my windows around so I can point to that for you. So this here, can you see my cursor?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, so that is a crawlway. You would have to get down
Oh.
on hands and knees and crawl through there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then up here, you see a chute, actually. It's 20 feet
A
down.
shoot.
A chute. It's 20 feet down and very narrow.
Okay.
Down here, this is a passageway you could walk through, but it's filled with some kind of foam.
Ooh.
Hmm.
And this here is actually a wall made of soft, meaty coral, red coral.
Well, I know what I'm gonna do.
Which is what?
I take out my ram, and I hit the coral with it.
Smash.
Okay, well, it goes down, and you find yourself a new place. Where is it? This is complicated because I actually have to have Roll20 open as the GM so that I can control the Fog of War, and then a separate window as the player so that I can capture it for you guys.
No worries.
Oh yes, I am familiar with that problem.
So there is that place. Let me tell you all about it.
What do I see?
It looks like a collapsed tunnel.
Okay, I raise my lantern, and I'm gonna venture in a little bit. Cover me, if you please. Yeah, I'm gonna go in a little bit.
Yeah, so
Was-
you go
was he
in
talking
there.
To me or to you?
I'm talking to both of you, if you can, unless you want to jump down that chute. But I don't think that's the best way.
Well, let's eliminate the easy routes first before we do anything dramatic. Yes, but here I've got my pistol out. I draw the hammer back.
Yes.
Holding
All
it
right.
up.
So you
Right.
head into this little room. The first thing you see is a corpse, a human
Ooh.
corpse.
Is that your brother?
Is it a male? Is it a female? What is it? I kind of poke it with my toe.
It
Put my
is
lantern-
a
put my
male.
lantern up.
There is no face left, but there's enough of the hair, Lillian, for you to know it's not your brother.
Oh, no, the hair color's all wrong.
And
All right.
what you realize looking at the missing face and some other wounds on the body is that this thing has been partially eaten. I will now
Can I?
need someone else besides Alan to roll a d6.
I nominate Lillian.
Yeah, so we're gonna go in like clockwise order. Then
Yeah,
that way. All right. 5.
Nice.
Okay. So these rolls every time you enter a new room are for wandering encounters.
Mhm.
So you don't have one.
Nice.
Just so
Good
you
roll,
guys
good
know
roll.
what you're looking for on those dice. if you roll a 2 like Alan did, you get a clue of a nearby encounter. But if you roll a 1, then you're going to encounter something. However, in this particular room, there is an encounter that is not wandering. For a tendril suddenly lashes out of the shadows and rolls on Julius.
Great Scott!
Ah!
5 damage, sir.
That's all my HP.
Are you dead?
Yeah. Well.
No, it
So-
goes
so-
to strength after that.
So I'm. So now. Yeah. So let me just tell everyone what my thing is. My max HP was 4, and my strength is 7. So now I'm at 6 strength, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have your sheet up, but that is how it works.
So I am wounded, and I have 0 HP.
Yep.
And if I lose all my strength, I die.
Hold on. I've made an error. I want you to remember that 5 that I rolled on you, but you guys are actually supposed to go first. You see this
Okay.
thing, and you can attack it. Maybe you'll kill it or
Before
drive it
hits me.
away. If it gets a chance to attack, then it's going to do that 5 damage.
All right. I am definitely attacking. And when I see this tendril come out,
Yeah.
I'll say, Great Scott! And I use my musket. And it's a D8.
A D8.
Yep. And I got a 6.
Okay. You do 6 damage. Wow. Yeah, so when you shoot this thing, it's coming right for you, but you're too fast. You get your shot off, and it retracts into the shadows. So,
Oh,
and you
it ran?
understand, having seen this thing, it's this long tentacle with all these suction cups and mouths on it. This is what was eating the corpse.
Okay.
Good gracious. Nice shot, Julius.
And
Way to
I'm
go.
I'm a little shaken. I'm like, did you see where it went?
It looked to retract back into the dark space. Oh my gosh. We just got here and we're already getting attacked by big monsters.
Yeah. So the error that I made is monsters are allowed to go first if they get surprised, but you guys specifically described yourselves getting your weapons out and being ready. So
Yeah.
so it shouldn't have had surprise on you.
Okay.
But yeah, you shoot it, you drive it away, and you avoid. You know that somewhere in some other timeline you took 5 damage.
Let's just say I saw a premonition of I saw my life flash before my eyes, basically.
Yeah.
The corpse. Is there anything on the corpse?
No, nothing of use. It has standard gear, similar to what you guys have. You know, like a rope but whatever else he may have been carrying, it is no longer present.
Well, and there's nothing else in this room, right?
No. The tunnel ahead is collapsed. In fact, I'm not really sure what it's an escape from, but the name of this room is Collapsed Escape Route. So, yeah, that's a dead end.
It appears maybe someone tried to escape through here and got trapped by that thing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, well, Pen, where do you think we should go next?
Oh dear. Well, we have the 20-foot drop, or the crawl, or the foam, right?
That's correct.
Yes.
I'm going. I'm going to investigate the foam. I'm not going to touch it yet, but I do want to get up close to it and see if I could. Does it smell weird? Does it seem alive in some way?
I will be in back of you with my musket at the ready.
So yeah, you can go right up to the foam.
I guess I could get my dinner spoon out and just sort of scrape it.
Yeah.
We can get it like right in your nose.
Yeah. So what you detect about it is that it's salty. It seems to be foam made somehow of seawater.
Lily and Julius, I think this is foam made out of seawater. We might be able to salt our food.
Yeah, but it's a little bit more permanent. Like, it's not like when the waves are foamy and like then it just goes away a second later. Like, this is it's a permanent version of that, basically.
You think this is a safe path, Pen?
I am not quite sure of this substance. Can I put a little bit in the lantern to see if it like melts?
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
I do that. Does anything happen?
No. It's just wet.
Mm,
Is this
I'm not
foam? Are we able to move through this foam?
Yes. It's basically like bubbles. Lots of bubbles. Tiny bubbles.
Hmm.
Friends, I suggest we take our ropes and climb down the 20-foot chute.
I want to investigate the crawl space real quick.
Sure.
If I put my lantern down and I look inside of it, how far can I see down?
It's about 20 feet as well.
So it's a pretty big
Yeah.
crawl.
Yeah, it's you'd be crawling for quite a ways as crawling goes.
I'm like naturally claustrophobic in real life, so I probably wouldn't go down that
Yeah.
down that way.
The chute that goes
Um,
down is also pretty narrow. If it were sideways, it
What-
would not.
What do you think, Lillian?
I don't particularly like the idea of getting wet walking through the foam. And that crawl space, I mean, it's just no room to move. I guess we could stand up in the chute. It's just like a sloped. So yeah, maybe the chute would be the best way.
Is there any? Are we able to do what she? Sorry, are we able to do what Penn suggested? Put our rope on something to help us get down the
Yeah.
chute.
Yes, you can do that.
All right, after you, Penn.
Well, since ladies were first last time, I guess I'll take the lead this time. So I
First
tie the rope
ladies,
around
then
myself.
dudes with one eye.
Well, Julius did take the lead into room area 3 there.
That's true.
That is true,
Yeah.
Got
Lillian.
slapped by a.
Mhm.
That is true.
octopus, so, yeah.
I saw my life flash before my eyes. I'm a little bit shaken up.
Right, well, I'm brave and bold and not scared at all. I wrap a rope around my body, tie it to somewhere secure, and then I start going down the chute.
Okay.
I put a hand on Julius's shoulder. It's like, it's okay. That was pretty scary back there. I hope you're not too shook up.
Let's just hope what we find. Let's just hope we don't find what was connected to that thing.
Hey, are you guys coming down to join me?
I'm
Yeah,
coming.
just- We're on
I'm
our
coming.
way. It's on our way. I would never forgive myself if one of my friends were to die, helping me find my brother, trying to help me find my brother.
So, here's what you've got. This room is made of coral, but the coral here, instead of being squishy and red like the coral that Julius knocked down, or metallic like the coral you walked in on, or that room 1 was made of, this is transparent. It's hard like glass, and you can actually see out into the ocean underwater. And what you see
Ooh.
is a lot of dead fish and a lot of worms sucking on the outside of the coral. Additionally, in here, there's another corpse. And this one is perhaps not human. It's very hard to tell. It might be an alien or some kind of mutation. It's cold, pale, very feeble, pure white eyes.
Do we have to do that roll when we enter a new room?
Yes, thank you. Whose turn is
I
that?
believe it's Yuri's turn.
It sure is. And I rolled a
It's a D-
1.
It's a
one.
D- from a D6, right?
Oh,
Yep.
There it is.
So
Okay.
that means you're having an encounter.
Great.
Yeah. There is something pulsating in here, and it looks like the thing that you were hearing when you entered room 1. It's this giant balloon-like thing, like a big sack, just going. It's got 2 feet with suckers on them, and it's faintly glowing.
Wow, that doesn't look ominous at all.
Yeah.
Do we have a chance to attack?
It is not attacking. It is sitting. I'll say you enter around here, and it's kind of just sitting over here.
All right.
Hmm.
Well,
Pulsating.
Well,
the-
I get my pistol and whip ready in one hand each.
Are you gonna call up to your friends?
I'm like, there's another dead body in here and some weird pulsating creature.
I'm coming down.
I'm really scared. No, I'm not scared.
I'm coming down, and I as soon as I get in, I have my musket at the ready.
Be brave, Penwick. Be brave.
You notice as you get in there, Julius, basically as soon as your feet hit the ground in this room, this pulsing sack wiggles a little bit away from you guys.
Okay. And I see the corpse on the ground, right?
Yeah.
It's like and you said it looked alien looking?
Potentially alien. Definitely not a normal human if it is human.
All right, I kick the corpse just to make sure. I have my musket just to make sure it's dead.
It's dead.
Okay. And I say, "Well, come down, Lillian. I think I got a beat on this thing."
How bad does the corpse smell? Like, is it like a fresh corpse? Is it a
No,
rotting corpse?
It's bad here. The smell, I mean, there's so much dead fish outside that the smell has permeated all the way into the iron coral, even in this room. So one more sort of rotting corpse isn't going to do much to add to it.
I'm not going to be able to get the smell out of our clothes for days. But what is that weird thing over there? Goodness.
I don't know, but given that Julius was attacked by a tentacle thingy, I don't have high hopes that this thing is not dangerous.
Yeah, I'm not inclined to leave anything alive that's not human down here. Bang!
I guess Lillian shoots it.
You shoot it?
I shoot it, yeah.
Okay,
she
roll
said bang.
damage on it.
Oh,
Oof. That's
yeah.
terrible. A 2.
2. You have... hello, shy weird girl. That's not an insult. That's her screen name. Anyway, you shoot it. What? You guys all get to go before it goes. You have done 2 damage.
Well, when I see Lillian shoot, I'll shoot too.
Okay,
And
roll
I
it.
shoot because I heard a bang and my pistol goes off too.
Yeah.
Okay, so both of you roll damage, please.
So I got a 5.
I got a 5 as well.
Okay, you guys have killed it. It had 2 hit points and a 2 strength score. So
Okay.
you have done well. But holy cow, if you had shot it and not killed it, I'm going to read you what it can do.
Okay.
No, actually, I'll read it to you at the end because you might
Okay,
encounter
okay.
more of these things.
Okay.
But wow.
So make sure we kill all of them.
Yeah.
Did it explode or something, or?
Yeah, actually, the sack just bursts open and slime starts pouring. Yellow slime starts pouring out.
Okay.
Yummy.
Yeah, it's
Anyway.
gross. Anyway, what you've got down here, this is actually a grate in the floor.
Grate.
It's a covered vent. And then
Okay.
over here is a door.
Oh, what kind of door? Like a wooden door?
It is
Or
metal.
metal.
In a coral. contraption.
Does it look like? I know it's not this, but does it look like one of those doors that has like a valve?
Oh, like a pressure door.
Yeah, like a pressure door.
Release.
No.
Is
It-
this the lost door?
It's not, it's a sliding door.
Okay, that's not.
Remember last time when we ran Challengers of Vanth, the doors were sliding doors just because I made that up on the spot. But this one actually says it's a sliding door.
Well, before I check the door, I'm gonna take my lantern and look at the grate and see if I can see down.
Okay. You can not see very well. There's
Is
definitely
air coming?
there's some kind of room in there, but it's not. You can't really get a good view of what's in there.
And this grate is big enough for a person to go through.
Yeah, it's big enough to go through. It's actually I'm going to. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, it's big enough to go through. I'm trying to figure out what you might be able to see because you're kind of looking straight down into the room. I don't think you can see much, but maybe you can see like one metal box in there.
Metal box. Okay. All right. I say to Lillian and Penn, it looks like there's a room down here. I see like a box. Might be something.
Can we drop a rock and see if there's anything in there?
I mean, I look around for like a piece of coral.
Yeah, you can try and drop something in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you've done that, I'm gonna have you roll your wandering encounter check early.
Me, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
A D6.
Yep.
Oh, 4.
Okay. So nothing happens. You drop a rock in, it makes the sound of a rock hitting the floor, and that's it.
All right. And I wait for a second. I'm like, it sounds okay. And at this point, I try to pull the grate up.
Okay. It can come up.
Okay, so I take it off,
You guys going in there?
and I'm gonna jump in.
Copy that, Chief.
Dang, Julius. Yeah. Rush right in.
Well, I threw something down there, and it didn't me attack it, so I feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, nothing attacked the rock, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
That funky thing we just killed was docile for a moment, so you never know.
we really must work on your impulse, Julius.
Yeah. I mean, for all you guys know, that thing you killed was perfectly harmless.
Yeah.
You
We
just-
don't know.
You just
We-
shot
we
some
don't.
poor creature.
Yeah.
Maybe you put it out of its
So-
misery.
So what do I see in this room?
Well, you have found someone's stash. This is full of boxes, thin metal boxes. There's actually scraps of jerky spread all over the floor.
Jerky.
Yeah, all over the bottom of the boxes, I mean. And then
Huh.
there's one big ceramic box.
All right.
And then
Ju-
let
ju-
me describe the rest of the room real quick.
Okay.
So you've got the vent you came through in the ceiling. There is a crawlway, which you've seen from the other end now. So I'll actually go ahead and reveal that because you've looked into it from both sides now. And then there are symbols, faintly glowing symbols, on the south wall.
All right. Before I do anything else, I'm gonna. Well, first I say, Pin, Lillian. It looks like the coast is clear down here. Looks like someone's stash.
Oh,
Come
cool.
down. Come down. And as they're coming down, I'm gonna investigate the box, the box that you mentioned.
Yes. So there's a larger box in addition to the smaller ones that are kind of everywhere in the place. The larger box is ceramic, and it contains 6 jars full of
6 jars.
Yeah, and each jar is full of green beads.
Green beads.
They these, you don't know what they are made of. Maybe some kind of jade. You estimate they're probably worth about 30 silver each.
Ooh. Okay. 30 silver each. Are they really big jars or?
So this is I the way it's worded is a little confusing. It seems like it's saying each bead is worth 30 silver, but that would be a huge amount of money. And since they don't say how many beads it is, I think it's each jar is worth 30 silver. But there's 6 jars.
How does money work again in this game? It's shillings, right?
Hold on, it says 30s. Maybe that means shillings, but
Oh yeah,
no, I read
penny,
the money.
shillings, and guilders.
Okay, so then it's, and the shillings is the middle, the sort of middle denomination there. So yeah, so it's not 30 silver; it's 30 shillings. And do you want to take a bead out, or do you want to look at it or touch it in any way?
Well, I'm examining it in the jar. I'm looking at it with the lantern. I'm going to say, Pen, Lillian, what do you make of this? They look like these could go for at least 30 shillings. They look like jades.
Very
Yeah,
interesting.
Yes. Those are very interesting. Gosh, I don't know about carrying around a glass jar with us anywhere from here. Maybe we could stash these again and come back for them later. Or stuff our pockets full right now.
There's 6 of these jars.
So 2 each? We could probably manage to carry 2 each. But what are in the other boxes?
The other boxes are the ones that are just filled with jerky.
Jerky.
It's just really odd.
Does the jerky smell? Does the jerky smell like? I smell the jerky. Does it smell like it's still good?
Yeah, I mean, it's jerky. How does jerky go bad?
I mean,
I think it probably can eventually, but it's fine.
Yeah, if it gets moist or something, I guess.
Yeah.
Pardon. But
I mean,
it's
no,
really
edible,
odd that.
potentially. What'd you say, Lily?
Oh, it's just odd that someone has gone to so much trouble to like build things into this place. I mean, I thought it was like a natural formation. Granted, it came up out of the ocean, but
Do you think
somebody's
it could be
been
your
hard
brothers?
at work in here.
maybe this is. Oh, go ahead, Pen.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, to what Pen just said, maybe this is something. Maybe this was your brother's stash.
Could be.
But
I am hungry though, so give me some of that jerky.
Yeah.
And whether it was Lawrence or not, you know that this is that other expeditions have come in here, so it makes sense. Maybe this was part of someone's base camp.
All right. I am kind of curious. Sorry. Go ahead, Pen.
Oh, I said, but I am more interested in those glowing symbols.
Yeah. Can you see what those are about?
I go closer. Although I fancy myself a bit of a scholar, these look very unfamiliar to me. Lillian?
I don't know. I could try and figure it out with my. I'm not familiar with them either.
So yeah, you guys don't recognize them. They're some kind of foreign language, or perhaps pictograms that you don't understand. They're complex. They're somewhere between, like, maybe Egyptian hieroglyphics and like Norse runes. But there's just a lot of them.
What? Sorry, I was going to say, because we have 3 attributes and we can do saves with those 3 attributes, right?
Yeah, they're basically just for saves. You don't do like checks.
We don't do checks,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
I mean, you could if we wanted to house rule it, but I've told you everything there is to know about
Okay.
the symbols.
All right. Well, before we look into the other rooms, I will pop open one of these jars and look at these jades a little closely. and just to make it out.
When you go to grab one, it's actually extremely difficult to pick up. It's very, very slippery.
Oh, like watery kind of thing?
No, it's not wet, but there's some property. As you try again, you can eventually get it. But what you find is they're very hard to pick up by like pinching one. You have to get your hand under it. And what you realize is this bead, all of these beads, are immune to friction.
Oh. Immune to friction.
They completely ignore friction. So you can't squeeze them, right? Because you have to. Yeah.
This will be interesting. This will definitely be interesting to sell.
So you have, well, yeah. And I'm sure clever adventurers can think of many uses for beads that ignore friction.
Yeah, I was just thinking we need some of those.
Yeah.
All right. Do we see any other way out of this place?
Just the crawlway back to room 1 or the vent to room 4. Now, you guys were examining those symbols. In what manner did you examine them?
I mean, I assume if I was looking at it, I would, put my hand over the symbol and try to trace it. And
as soon as you touch it, a secret door opens.
No way, really? Okay.
I was like, don't touch it. They're glowing. Ah.
Yeah. They
What's
are
making
indeed
them glow?
glowing, and you just touch them.
Radioactive. Ah.
So there's this whole other room.
I guess since I did it, I have to roll, right?
Yeah. I thought, no, we were going clockwise.
But I open up the door. But I guess it's fine.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fine.
Doesn't matter.
Here it
So
comes. 3.
3.
3. Okay, so you guys are safe, but I apparently screwed up the graphic. This is room 8. The 8 is missing from the picture you guys are seeing, but this is room 8. So what you see, lumpy metallic walls covered with beaten bloody smears.
Oh man.
There are meaty chunks on the floor.
Ooh.
And
Say, dear God.
yeah.
What happened here?
You have a passageway. I'm going to try and reveal it a little bit better. You have that passageway there. And on the southern wall here is a door. Another metal door.
We just keep finding corpses and ground up meat. Surely we're not going to survive this. I should have never brought you with me.
Snap out of it, Lillian. And I grab you to the side and I say, "We're here to save your family."
But I'm afraid he's probably dead. I mean, all we're finding is death.
We're still alive, and that's all we need to keep going.
To be clear, death isn't all you found. You did find one thing that was alive, but you killed it.
Yeah.
It's my bad.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm sure that thing lived a long life. Now, which way do you guys want to go?
What's behind door number 1?
The door?
Are you gonna try that door, Lillian?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you can open that door.
Gun in hand.
And you see a giant 9. Let me read about room 9. Hold on, I gotta put this over your faces. What you see when you come in here is a big hole in the floor. This is a shaft. A dark shaft That big circle is all that. It's a huge shaft going straight down into darkness. And let me see something real quick. Lillian, you were the first one in here.
Mm-hmm.
Please make a. Hold on one second. I need to look up a
Deck
rule.
save.
No, not a deck save. I think it's a will save. But let me.
Okay.
Um,
Your Penwick's turn to roll for a random encounter too. So
yeah.
I rolled a 2, if that counts.
Okay.
That just means you hear something. But I will tell you what momentarily. Oh, for Pete's
Yeah,
sake.
strings. If you want to look at saves, it's page 44.
Page 44.
Thanks.
Thank you, but that's something else, I think. I'm looking for combat. Dun dun dun.
Doo-doo-doo.
Yeah. So
Combat.
I need. Okay, I know where it's gonna be. It's gonna be in playing the game.
and again, we are rolling under our stats
Yeah.
for the audience at home.
Rolling under stats. So, generally players take their turns before an enemy. What I'm looking for is actually on page 15. If there is a risk of being surprised, characters must each roll a dex save. So that's what we are doing. A dex save from all of you.
Okay.
So we roll a d20, right?
I rolled under. I rolled too high.
Man, why you gotta roll high?
I rolled a
9.
16.
Oh,
I needed a 14 or under. I rolled a 16.
And
Jason's
it's a
being gross in the chat.
it's a D20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Guess it makes sense since I went in first. Like, hey, let's have a holy shit.
I rolled a 8, and my dex is 10.
Okay, so did I hear correctly that Lillian and Penwick both failed?
No, I rolled a 9.
Okay.
Yeah, he passed. I failed.
Okay. Well, then Lillian's not going to get to act in the first round.
Okay.
Penwick and Julius, you see this crawling creature, this insect-like thing with a big hard shell. Maybe it's more like a mollusk. Come out of the darkness and make as though to attack you.
Holy shit! And I let off immediately with my pistol,
Okay.
and I roll. You just roll for damage, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a 3.
What are you shooting at, Penwick? Oh my god!
Julius.
I definitely shoot with my musket, and I got a 1.
You got a 1. So that was
I got
3
1.
from Penwick and 1 from Julius?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's injured. It's actually, now that it's coming closer, you can see it's this like rust colored, and it's actually it looks a little bit humanoid. Despite being giving the impression of a mollusk with this shell, it has arms and legs and a head kind of like a person. And it will now come rushing for Lillian was the first one in, so I think it's going to rush for Lillian.
Yeah.
And it's going to try and bite you. Here comes the D6.
There you go.
5 hit points.
Well, not anymore. It does 3 damage.
3 damage.
Is it 3? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Currently 2 left. Okay. At least I'm not dead
Yeah.
or wounded into my strength.
Okay. Now it does have a joint stiffening poison in its bite, but that only takes effect if you take critical damage. So
Okay.
we're not
She
going to
did
deal
not.
with that now. And it's back to your guys' turn. Oh, you know what? You guys can't hear the music, but I'm gonna put on a little bit more fight scene music. There we go.
And we just act, any one of us, or
Yeah, you guys can decide what order you're going in.
I'll definitely shoot again. So
Okay.
I'll use my musket. Got a 3.
Okay.
3 damage. 3 damage.
It's pretty hurt. You guys have not dropped it yet. It
Yeah, I
still
say,
has.
Pen,
It still has HP.
Pen, Lillian, take down this abomination.
Yeah, and I don't know if we've said this on stream, but for the viewers in this system, when a creature is out of HP, then it starts taking damage to its strength stat instead. So it's not going to just die when it runs out of HP. And so far, it still has some HP.
Holy shit, this is like the boss. Quick, Pen, shoot that thing.
Can I dual wield? Can I shoot and then whip it?
No, one action.
Dang it. Okay, well then I take my whip and I whip it. And
Okay.
that's 2 damage.
Whip it good.
Okay, now it's
Oh,
out of
not a-
HP.
That's not good.
Lillian, shoot it.
You have
Finally
done some
regain
damage.
my composure, like, oh my gosh, and then get my gun, cock it back, and drop 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Well done.
It is still
Jeez.
up, unfortunately.
Darn it.
Uh-oh.
And it's going to... Penwick, I think you got its attention with that whip. It's coming for you this time.
That's
Here
right.
comes-
Everyone likes the whip.
2 damage on you, sir.
And I am at 2 hit points.
All right,
Yep,
Julius.
me too.
I'll attack again, hopefully bringing this abomination down.
Yeah, bring it down.
I just rolled 8
You rolled
with a
8
D8.
on a
Yep.
D8.
Nice.
Well done. It's still alive.
Right.
Oh
Okay,
my
I was-
god.
It's
Okay, I shoot this time, because my whip is like, oh no! So I shoot for 5.
Okay, you
You guys
blow
can
this
put that-
thing's head completely apart.
I softened it up for you.
You really did.
Take that! We're having crab for dinner tonight!
Yeah, so this thing when it started had 8 HP and a 10 strength. So
Damn.
Yeah.
So 18.
you
altogether.
guys did 18 points of damage to it, and it is gone.
Whew. How big was this thing? Was it as big as one of us?
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah, humanoid.
and I say, is it dead? Is it dead?
Its head is broken apart.
Okay.
That's the strangest looking creature I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I hope that wasn't your brother, Lillian.
gosh. Don't say such things, Julius.
I'm
Oh
sorry.
my God.
I'm sorry. I'm just shaking up right now. I'm sorry.
Thank you for basically saving my butt, though. God, I didn't even see it till it was too late.
Hmm.
I looked down the shaft. Does it look like it just goes on forever?
Yeah, as far as you can tell, this is a bottomless pit.
I'm going to kick the body in there to see if we could hear how long it takes for it to drop.
How long do you wait?
Shoot.
At least like 4 minutes.
Minutes? Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Off
You
to the
guys,
Hollow Earth,
If
okay.
you really want to take 4 minutes here and maybe have some jerky, that's a short rest.
Yeah,
I
let's
do.
Let's do a short rest. Yeah.
I want to go back up to my 4 hit points.
So resting for a few minutes and hydrating recovers all lost HP. Really? Damn.
But not lost stats.
Okay.
So, like, if
Yeah,
you
okay.
have taken damage to your strength score, you need the long rest, which takes a week.
Okay.
So, full rest, it's called.
I'm still at full HP, which is 4.
I have to tell you, friends, this has been a little bit nerve-wracking. Just a little.
I'm eating the jerky. Yeah. Tell me about it.
It's good, man. It's probably made out of a cow.
All
Yeah.
right,
So, the
what
thing
do we
is,
see around this room?
you never hear that body hit.
Damn. Wow. Oh.
Note to self, steer way clear of that hole.
Yeah. So,
Alright.
let's see. The door on the north wall goes back to the room you were in, room 8. And then this door over here goes, that's a metal door. And then, let's see, this is another wall made of that red coral.
Okay. I
Julius, you're
recognize.
up.
Yeah. I definitely recognize that core. I'm like, this is what I was made to do. I get my ram.
Okay. So it's actually covering a door this time.
Okay. I use my ram again.
Door. After a few
Through that
whacks,
door.
after few whacks, the completely unlocked door does fly off, and you find room 19.
Holy shit!
I'm not picking bits of coral out of my hair. Ah, gosh.
I'm fired up after beating that humanoid beetle.
Yeah. So let's see. In this room, please.
Do we have to roll for encounter?
Yeah, roll me an encounter. All you really see in here is this meaty, disgusting red wall on the left side there.
I got 2.
Must you use the word meaty?
The word meaty is in this adventure a lot,
Meat.
especially considering that it's like each room is literally just a list of bullet points. The word meaty appears a lot of times.
So I got 2.
Okay, so you... let me see. Something happens. You hear the sound of something crawling. And it sounds like the thing you just killed. It sounds like there's another one of those crawling carapace things somewhere in here.
Do I have to go in, or can I step?
It's not coming from this room. It's elsewhere.
It's elsewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you
All
roll
right.
a 2 on their wandering encounter check, it is... Hey, Kenny's here. Welcome. Thank you for
It's
the
in
sub.
the walls. It's in the walls.
Yeah, when you roll a 2, it means you're not meeting the thing, but you're getting a hint of something nearby.
Okay. All right.
So that's what that
All right.
was.
All right, well, I go in.
Okay.
And I'm like, watch out, guys! Whatever that thing was, I think there's another one crawling around somewhere in this dungeon.
So when
Just
you go
go
in,
in with-
you look over to this red wall, the meaty, disgusting wall,
Meaty, yeah.
and you realize something. It's moving. It's
Oh,
moving
boy.
a little bit, like
Uh,
maybe breathing.
of course it is. It's the brain.
So, wait, does it? Well, do you say that, Pen? Is that something you say in character? No. Okay. So is it like flesh, like pulsating flesh?
Yeah, it is. And if you look close, when Penwick says the brain, you guys look at it closer and you see it doesn't so much look like a brain as it does a mouth.
Oh.
I wouldn't get too close there, Julius.
Hmm.
You know what? I throw some jerky at it.
It snaps closed.
Snap. Oh.
It resembles like, at this point, now that it has moved, it's a huge set of jaws. It resembles like a Venus flytrap. It snaps closed on that jerky and eats it.
Hmm.
Well, that's
I-
interesting.
Does it open back up?
Yeah.
I take one of the jars and I throw it in the mouth.
One of the jars of beads,
Yeah.
it catches it and then spits the jar back out.
Tui.
Okay.
Wait.
It's doing like that.
No, there's something better than that.
Yeah.
Because the glass would break, right?
Yeah, the glass would break, yeah. Yeah.
The glass would break.
Breaks inside.
Mmm.
This is an interesting thing.
It
lashes
begins-
out at all three of you.
So these beads, these friction immune beads, go down its gullet, and you can see it starts to like shake and wiggle like something's wrong, and then it starts spitting the thing back out, but it's spitting out bead after bead, and they're just rolling all around the room. They're coming out in like little spurts of beads, and something comes out with them. Just halfway out, you see
Excuse me.
what looks like the barrel of a musket, but then it swallows that back down and keeps spitting out beads.
Hmm. Can the barrel of a musket? Can it,
Okay, Jason's in the chat, and he has said the word meaty, shaft, and balls about 800 times.
Classic Jason.
Go, Jason.
Um,
Is it possible to go around this mouth while it's distracted?
No,
Spitting
it's the
out
whole
walls?
wall. It's the whole
It's the
wall.
wall.
so I
Fire,
saw-
you guys. Fire.
yeah, I'm gonna. I mean, does it look like it's attached to the wall, or
It kind
or
of
it
is the wall as far as you can tell. There might be like a regular wall behind it, but I mean, it fully swallowed those beads in that musket. So there must be more creature back there.
All right.
Lillian,
It's big enough to swallow us, right? So
I suggest maybe you get your grease out and we kill it with fire.
The grease.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Splash some grease on that guy.
Let's do that. We'll ignite it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take like a big glob of grease in my hand and like fling it.
I'll improvise that as a. We'll say that it takes time to do, but roll me a d12 damage.
Nice. D12.
Ooh.
This thing is immobile. It's basically the
Yeah.
wall, so you can stand across the room from it.
Why did you get one? Oh,
Three
three.
damage.
I rolled a 3.
So the fire does harm it, but by the time the grease burns out, it's still alive.
All right. Well, I noticed that it's taking damage. I'm like, well, I want to get that musket. I'm gonna shoot it with my musket.
Okay, roll damage.
Okay. I got 3.
So you've now done a total of 6 points of damage to this thing.
And I also shoot for 3 points.
Okay, 9 points of damage. You've each done 3. It's not going to get a turn unless you walk close enough. So
No.
as long as you can continue doing ranged attacks, you'll be all right against this thing. Is that what you're going to do?
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Okay, we just unload. I just dropped a 6. Finally rolled high
we'll all
on the
just
damage.
shoot the wall. Just
Okay. So
Roll
yeah.
a 5.
With that 6, Lillian, you finally get through its hit points, and now you are making progress on its quite prodigious strength. The 5 will take away some of the strength.
and I just rolled an 8.
Another 8.
Oh, go.
So let's see. That is 9. Yeah, it's on its last legs here.
All right. I'll roll again. Got 6.
So with that last shot, you're just pumping musket balls into this thing, and it's just like it pulsating. It's making weird sounds. Like it clearly doesn't have vocal cords, but there's air passing out of it. It's making these weird sounds. There's blood dripping from all these wounds you've put into the thing, and it's just very meaty. You've exposed more meat, and finally it kind of just stops pulsing, and you see kind of the teeth kind of sag a little bit, and you believe this thing has died.
Do I see that musket that popped out for a second?
No, if you want that musket, you might have to go get it.
Oh my god.
Well,
Are you going in, Julius? That's gross.
Ugh.
There might be something else in there too, though. It might be worth it.
yeah.
Does this mouth and throat look like it was big enough for a person to go through?
This thing eats people, yeah. But
Yeah, so-
you could also maybe potentially cut it open.
Yeah. Yeah, I am committed to getting inside of this thing.
Drags the destroyer there.
I am committed.
I am
Kill
going to
from
take
the
a
inside.
tooth, though, as a trophy.
So
Okay.
so if you give me time, I'm gonna use probably its teeth as improvised like ways to like cut through.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you eventually get through.
It's like
Yeah, it's gross. It takes a long time, but you cut into this creature's
there's like
stomach?
blood all over me.
Oh,
Yeah, we thought it
absolutely.
smelled bad on the outside. Oh,
Very,
my God.
very meaty amounts of blood.
A lot of meat, a lot
Yeah.
of blood. Yeah. Just
And you find your way into the next room, which appears to be this creature's innards.
Mm.
and I thought they smelled
Yeah.
bad on the outside.
Exactly.
You find its gut 2 muskets,
Ooh.
a suit of crude armor, and an emerald-studded skull pendant worth 1 guilder.
Oh my
I will
gosh.
take that pendant for sure.
Yeah,
I have dibs on that.
which is 100 shillings.
You went to all the trouble, Julius. That you should keep that.
Yeah, and there also all your beads are still in here.
Oh, yeah.
All the ones that couldn't get spit out are still in here.
Yeah, I will take some time to gather up my beads as well.
You'll have to find something else to carry them in since the jar broke.
You're right. Pen, do you want one of these muskets?
Sure, Lillian, do you want?
No, I'm okay with my pistol. Muskets.
All
A little
right,
bigger than I want to carry.
I mean,
I'll take
unless-
the musket.
yeah, I guess I'll take the other muskets. So now I have 2 muskets. And the crude armor.
Yeah.
Who wants the crude armor?
No, it doesn't fit with my style.
Lillian?
Yeah, and I think it's a little big for me, so maybe you, Julius.
All right.
Plus, it smells of like gut.
I put on the armor and you just hear like the gushiness, like the meatiness
Okay.
when I put it on.
How
How much does this armor give me, Steve?
Let me look that up. I'm trying to look it up right now. Their equipment, I guess.
I'm just visualizing the gook that's on like Carol Ann and her mom when they come out of that poltergeist beast. Just that gelatinous, funky white and red. Ugh.
Crude armor is on
Oh.
page 12. It's armor 1. So what? It's
better than
basically
nothing.
it's soak. If I roll damage on you, you take 1 point off whatever damage I roll.
Yeah, that's better than nothing.
Better than nothing,
Alright.
exactly.
And you see that pendant I got was worth 1 gil?
1 guilder, which is
Guilder.
equal to 100 shillings.
Alright, so 1 gil. Alright, and I assume we have other things to carry stuff in our bags.
Yeah, you can find a
basically.
bag if you really want to spend the time
Yeah.
gathering up the slipperiest green balls in the world.
Yeah, I'll spend the time gathering that up too.
It's so hard to gather up.
Okay. All right, and with that,
And
We see
I
another-
guess
we-
Lillian and Penwick, you can have a short rest while he's chasing beads.
yeah. And with that, do we see anything else in this room, like another door?
Well, there's the red wall you just cut through. And then, yeah, that on the other side, there is a passageway. It is covered in red coral, but you can still see it.
Like Julius is like, after cutting all that up, I guess a man's work is never done.
You could just open it. That ram. You know, we started out today with you not knowing what a portable ram was, and now
Yeah.
you're using it for everything.
Man, I'm gonna put this in my next campaign.
Here you go, room 12. Roll me. Oh, you know what? We'll skip it for room 20. You already killed a wall. But for
Yeah.
this room, please roll me a wandering encounter check. So roll that d6.
I'll
All
get
right.
that. 3.
Whew.
Okay. So you're safe from any wandering encounters. What you have come into here is some kind of a cave in the coral. there is a tiny, fat, like, glittering little man stuck to the ground in like a shell. He's like a shell man. He's not like the crawling thing that you killed before. This is more like almost like a snail, where it's just like stuck, or a barnacle, I guess, where it's just like stuck, but there's like a humanoid body, a tiny humanoid body, and he's making little hand gestures to you, trying to get you to come over. You also see, let's see, an archway on the north. You see, oh yeah, so you came in this door, but there is an additional door next to it.
Okay.
Yeah, and you see a chute. Another chute like the one you guys came down. Near the shell man.
Lillian, could that be your brother?
He's a little small, but he looks harmless. Should we chip him out of there or just leave him behind?
I'll let you decide. I'm still trying to get used to this armor.
Maybe he could answer questions or help guide us somewhere.
All he can do is like grunt and make hand motions.
No.
He's trying to get you to come over and see something.
We're like, hello, hello.
Okay, I'll wander over close, kind of like move over slowly, watching for any like sudden movements.
I got you covered, Lillian. I have my pistol cocked.
He's pointing back towards the chute.
I don't want to put myself between him and the chute. I don't want him pushing me down there, so I'll position myself so I can look, but not be, potentially shoved into it.
He's nodding.
Maybe he wants to go in there.
Take a quick look. I can't see anything down there. Julius, can I see your lantern real quick?
Yeah, I give it to you.
What's down there?
So you see this is filled with more of that salty foam, and it looks like it's too slippery to climb without a rope or some other type of thing, like a ladder or something.
Look to the little guy, and I'm like,
He's pointing down. He wants you to go down.
I say I don't know.
Maybe he wants to go down. Maybe we should help assist him down the chute.
Yeah, I take the butt of my musket and I try to like crack whatever is holding him down.
Oh no, he is a type of creature like a barnacle that holds himself down. He doesn't like it when you start hitting him with the butt of your musket. He tries to grab it off of you, and then he actually slams his shell shut and hides from you.
Okay. I say, oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't mean it.
I can't imagine why he wants us to go down there.
Maybe he. I don't know.
Maybe he's in league with a bigger creature and he's trying to feed us to something. I at this point, I don't doubt anything's possible.
Well, I went through like 3 doors, so I'll let you decide the next one. We still have this chute over here. And also this other door.
Yeah. Well, I'm not inclined to go any deeper underground if that leads down. So what's that other door go to?
I can certainly tell you that if you want to open
Okay.
it.
Go ahead and open that door.
Victory. You see room 10. The end. No, room 10 is full of metal cages. Please roll me a d6.
I rolled a 4.
Okay, so you guys do not experience a wandering encounter. But this is, like I said, it's full of metal cages. Each of them appears to be empty.
Lobster cages, right?
Could be.
They are perhaps bigger than lobster cages. Maybe not quite big enough for people.
I say, interesting. Maybe whatever was in these cages, they were feeding to that beast we just cut through.
It's a very good point.
Yeah. It is a good point. Just still surprised we haven't run into any other people. Just odd.
I mean,
creatures.
yeah. Maybe whatever goes down here turns into those creatures.
Oh, that's a nice thought, Julia.
Sorry,
Do I look okay? I'm not growing any gills or anything, am I?
I'm trying to make a joke. I'm trying to make a light of the situation.
Well, if I start sprouting coral, please let me know.
Okay. At this point, I'll go back out and I'll check is there a chute going down?
Yeah, this one here is the chute.
What about above us?
No, nothing above you, but there is something to the north.
Yeah, to the north, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to check what that is.
Yeah, that's just an archway, and you can look right through it into another room. Stone room.
Okay.
So that guy, stone walls, there's a metal pipe on the floor spewing out some of that foam, which is melting as quickly as it appears. And in the ceiling, you see a grate.
It's probably another way to get down here. And there's nothing else in this room?
No, you see
Well,
another archway on the north side of it.
Sorry, I think I was supposed to roll an encounter roll for this room.
Yeah. Go
Should
ahead.
I? Yeah. Okay. And 2.
Okay, so you hear something up in that grate.
Oh, does it sound like that monster we fought earlier?
No, it sounds vaguely like speech, but you can't understand it.
Speech.
Yeah.
Like human speech or just some kind of weird speech?
Well, it sounds like it might be a human voice, but you don't understand it.
Okay, I say, Lillian.
Have you gone in the room?
Yeah, I'm in the room. Yeah.
Okay. Then when you call to Lillian, that sound you hear above gets louder. It's babbling something to you, but you don't understand the language.
And I say, Lillian, come in. Do you understand what it's saying?
No. It sounds like gibberish to me. I mean, I don't know what that is.
What do you make of it, Pen?
Same. I've never heard this language before. Is it language? Or is it the ramblings of a drunk or insane person?
You do not know. But I'll say this, how long do you want to listen to it?
I mean, I'll stick around for like a couple minutes.
Okay, you do notice that even though you don't understand it, you start to recognize that certain sounds are being repeated. And so it suggests to you that this is a language, that it's a message being repeated over and over.
And I have to climb up if I want to get into this room, right?
All it is a grate in the ceiling. You have no way of knowing if there's a room up there.
Well, lift you up Julius, so you can investigate the grate a little.
All right, lift me up. See if I can actually push it up and just like look inside.
It is immovable.
Immovable.
You cannot lift or pull down the grate.
Well, you know what that means.
Penwick, please roll a dex save.
Julius, I'm going to. All right.
Concentrate.
I rolled an 8.
Dang.
Is that a success?
I would think so, right? Because it's better.
You're
if you
rolling
roll-
under your. I don't have
roll
your
under,
sheet.
yeah.
Oh, my dex is an 8.
Okay, yeah. So you brace yourself as you suddenly see Julius yank out his favorite toy and slam it straight up into the ceiling while you're holding him aloft.
If I had 2 hands, my hands would be like this. Like, what the hell, Julius?
Sorry,
no,
I was just trying to get through.
your portable ram has no effect on the ceiling grate. It's just too strong.
Clang.
I am shocked.
Yeah, you've knocked down a couple doors with this thing,
Yeah,
but not this
yeah.
great.
I say, well, looks like we got a dead end here.
I'm sprawled on the floor now.
Okay.
No, you passed your dex check.
I do offer you a hand, though. And I say, I apologize. I got a little excited.
Just a little.
I'm gonna zoom out a little on the map so you guys can get an idea of what you have already explored.
Yeah, so,
So,
we definitely.
a
So it looks like
number-
we took a.
Yeah, a number of doors and passageways that you have seen and not explored yet.
I think I want to see what that little guy was talking about and go through that chute.
There's another archway here, right? I kind of want to see what's for the other archway.
You're talking about here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because you guys are in room 11 right now. So
Yeah, we can check that. You can check that if you want, Pam.
let's do that.
I will.
Okay.
So you have at last revealed room 13.
13. Nice.
It's entirely filled with that foam.
Okay.
Mhm.
And that's it. You know
Well-
that this tunnel here is the one that you. Sorry, where's my?
Mhm.
This tunnel here is the one that you originally found the foam in, and you examined it and then didn't go that way. So the room is filled with the foam, and it looks like it was coming from that pipe down in room 11.
Gotcha.
Well, I'm not walking through that.
Okay. All right. I guess we gotta go back down then. Let's. I want to take a look down that shaft where that thing was telling us to go.
Well,
Barnacle boy. Okay.
yeah, Lillian already took quite a look down it. You can't see anything without going in it, and which would require a rope.
Well, I try to tie a rope to something in the room, and I start to go down.
The only thing here that a rope could be tied to is the shell man, who has come back out.
Lillian, can you ask him to hold on to the rope? He seems to be friends with you.
Well, you could tie it around him. He wouldn't have to hold it with his strength.
Well, I'm just saying he might be scared of me right now. So,
You did hit him.
Lillian. So Lillian, can you tie it around him?
Yeah, I can do that. Let me try and see if he'll let me.
If he sees you pulling out a rope and making like you're going to go down the shaft, he'll absolutely let you tie that to him.
Okay. So yeah, I loop it over him and cinch it in tight. So
Okay,
All right.
who's going
And
first?
I'll go first.
Okay. And who's going second? You guys see Julius go down the shaft.
Oh, we're waiting for Julius to go down the shaft first and let us know if it's
We're about
okay.
to go to break, so I'm not going to describe the next room, but I will say, Julius, you're safe. You get to the bottom, you're in a new room. You can call up to them if you want.
I don't have to roll the encounter.
Well, like I said, we're about to go to break.
Okay. And I say, well, it looks safe, guys. Come on down.
Right. I go on down.
Before I do, I look to the guy that I've tied the rope around and was like, kind of like, I don't know, indicate my gratitude somehow, and then follow down. Hopefully he will not untie the rope and throw it behind us.
Yeah, he smiles and nods. As soon as you get down and get off the rope, Lillian, he pulls it up.
Of course he does.
What? Oh.
So we will see you guys in 10 minutes. We're going to
Oh,
break.
I love this cliffhanger.
Yeah, cliffhanger.
We'll be back in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Thanks everyone for watching. Kenny, Jason.
We're about to go to break. Alan, start to roll a new character.
Yeah. All right, guys. Yeah, we'll be back in 10. Thanks a lot. Welcome back to the odd, which we have gone into.
We have survived the odds so far.
So far.
We have survived the odds so far.
So far is correct. So you guys went down this chute, and it goes pretty far down. You are actually... Hold on, I need to double check which room you end up in.
And I deck save to keep the rope from going up? No.
No.
I buy a rope.
You guys are now on a new level of the dungeon. So I will move your little Roll20 player tag thingy to it. You have actually, because you followed Shellman's advice, skipped a layer of the dungeon. You're now
Nice.
on level 3.
Oh no.
Oh, damn, there's
wait.
3 layers to this dungeon? Holy crap.
Yeah. And welcome, sir and madam, to room 8 of level 3.
I think those are chairs, right?
Yes, you're correct. There are white chairs here made of a soft, leathery material. Above you is the chute you just came down. It's covered in slippery foam. Door to the north with alien symbols on it. Door on the left. The sort of northeastern door is kind of also covered with alien symbols. The southeastern door. And the door on the west.
I say, well, it looks like we're trapped down here. We won't be able to go back up, Lillian. Looks like your friend betrayed us.
Your friend. This is your fault, Lillian.
I was absolutely concerned that he might do something like that. You son of a bitch! I yell at him.
Do we actually hear that?
Yes.
Mischievous little gnome. I'm gonna shoot him if we see him again.
Do any of these alien symbols look similar to the symbols I saw in that room above, where there was
the
that secret
door?
passage?
Yeah, actually, they do.
Are you going to touch it?
I'm gonna touch the one that looked like the one from upstairs.
I mean, they're on doors, so.
But do that same symbol that I touch match one of the doors?
Oh, I see what you mean. No, but I'm just saying they look similar and like they're probably the same language.
Well, I guess there's only one way to do this. I go eeny, meeny, miny, and I go for the door. If I'm looking up to north, I'm going to the one to my left.
This one?
Yeah. I touch that one.
Okay.
And see if anything happens.
Nothing happens unless you actually open it.
Well, touch / push.
Okay. They are sliding doors still.
Okay.
So you find your way into this room.
Oh, what the heck?
Oh, wait. Yeah, we didn't do the wandering. We didn't do the wandering monster encounter because of the break, but we'll do it. We'll just skip it for room 8. Go ahead and roll. Roll that d6 for room 9, please.
Got 2. I'm rolling these 2s like crazy tonight.
Let's see what you hear. You hear like a skittering coming from ahead.
I assume it's that Lillian's friend. I'm like, I'll get you, you bastard.
So
God, please don't call him my friend. I'm gonna put a bullet right between his eyes if we can get out of here.
And
Yes,
what do I
vengeance.
and what do I see in this room?
So one thing I should describe also, now that you're down here on the 3rd level, is that the general sort of architecture of the space has changed from when you were on the 1st level. Up there, everything was made of one kind of coral or another. There was like the squishy red coral, or there was the glass coral, or the iron coral. But down here, things are very different. It's all made of like glass and gold. Like you're now in a place that is like built, as opposed to a place that seemed to grow.
This is definitely odd.
So that's the general sense you have from these 2 rooms. But in room 9 here, on the west wall, those 2 big things, large metal tanks. Large metal tanks.
Are they see-through?
No, you can't see through them. But you do see that there are pipes from them leading down into the floor, and there are like lights and gauges at the base of the tank.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Are you interested in this pen?
Oh yes, I start turning the gauges.
No, they're gauges, not dials.
Ah, man.
But you know from your eye injury that happened at the factory that these are pressure gauges.
It was a fight.
Sure it
For
was.
my beloved.
Yep. Anyway, these are pressure gauges. They're measuring the pressure probably either in these tanks or in the attached pipes or in whatever they lead to.
So there's no valve or anything that we can modify?
No.
I want to shoot a hole in one of the tanks.
Really?
Okay.
I do.
Okay. Roll
Good old
damage.
Right.
We could hand drill it.
We don't have drills. I rolled a 2.
Cool. So, what did you shot it with a musket?
With the pistol.
Okay. Let me get my D12.
Hot acid sprays the room. Okay.
So, you guys, when it explodes, each take 4 damage,
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, guys.
Damn.
as does the other tank, which now also explodes.
Oh, I'm dead.
Do we not get a save to avoid it?
No.
It's just too big.
It's an
and
explosion.
powerful.
It fills the room.
Oh.
And the other tank, because both tanks say if they take any damage, they explode. So the other tank is in the first tank's explosion, so it also explodes for another 4 damage.
Wait, but I
And-
didn't shoot that tank.
No, you didn't. You shot the tank next to it, which then blew up onto it.
That takes me to 7. Okay.
So,
So-
the total from both tanks was 8 damage each to you guys.
Oh no, my strength is at 1.
And
Man, so no way I could have avoided that.
none. Well,
Sorry,
you could have
guys.
punched Penwick in the face before he shot his pistol, but otherwise, no.
So the first one was 4 damage,
Mhm.
and then I took another 4 damage, right?
Yeah.
So
I have
Hold on.
7 strength left. Just
Okay.
a heads up.
One. I guess we're taking a short rest, eating some jerky.
Well, you might desire to take a short rest. However, after the explosions, the entire compound starts to shake, and things start falling from the ceiling
In the same room?
everywhere.
All right, then I start to run down.
Down towards that tunnel to the south.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Roll me a d6 as you enter the new room.
Look around. Immediately chase after him.
D6.
I kind of limp.
I look over my shoulder angrily at Pinwick. It's like, ugh.
You just shot the tank.
Got a
You
4.
knew it was pressurized. I told you.
I'm up there going, boom, boom, boom. And this bullet goes.
What did you roll?
4.
4. Okay, so no encounter. This is it looks like some kind of engine room. You guys are industrialized enough to recognize that. It's just a maze of pipes and metal tanks in here.
I pull out. No, I don't pull out my gun.
No. They're cold. Everything is off and cold. There's no visible damage in here. And the only way out is the way you came in, that corridor.
Can we rest here until that room cools off?
You think about it, and then there's a vibration, and a little rivet pops out of one of the pipes.
All right, we gotta run back up.
Yeah.
So I run back up, run back into room 8, and I run up to the north.
Roll me a d6 as you pass through that door. Wait, do you slide it open, or do you battering ram it open?
I just go through.
Shoulder it open?
Yeah, shoulder it. I got another 4.
Okay. So here in room 10, as you come rushing in, you see all these weird metal devices connected by pipes up on the north wall. There are some cutting tools here that are attached to those devices. And then, but like they're connected by hoses and cords. So you suspect were you to pick one up and take it away, it wouldn't work anymore. So on this door over here, and then you have this door over here, which is like blasted open. It's just the doorway, actually.
I'm just trying to find a place where I can avoid the steam.
What's happening is it's not steam. The explosion weakened the structural integrity of the whole compound.
Oh man! So you're telling me this whole place is going to come down pretty much?
Yeah, it's not a great look.
Well, that's one way of getting vengeance on Lillian's friend.
So we can't
die at the same time.
So I guess I just rush inside that door that's been blasted open.
Okay, and you find room 17 there.
I got to roll again, right?
Yeah.
5.
Okay, so on this, on the wall here, there's like dried blood splattered, brown dried blood. On the floor, is a steel trap door.
Oh, a steel trap door?
Yep.
Okay, because I'm seeing debris falling down and everything like that. I'm just like, we gotta find a way out of here. And I flip that thing open.
You see a small room inside, and now that the trapdoor is open, you can see that it locks from the inside. So you could get in there and lock it. And there are 2 pipes coming into the little room down there. One is dripping with water, and the other is dripping with some kind of porridge-like slurry. This is a panic room.
Panic room. Well, I'm gonna go in there because I'm panicking.
Okay.
So I go in. I'm like, quick, guys, get in here.
I
Look around. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
Obviously, I just look around real quick and like, oh shit, as the ceiling's falling apart, dive in.
Okay.
I'm like, not my best idea as I go in.
You
All
close the
and then
door.
I latch it down, close it.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys.
Well, there's food and water here, and unfortunately also Penwick.
Don't
Oh.
hit me. I'm at 0 HP.
All right, so can we rest here?
Yeah.
All right, gonna rest.
As you rest in here, it continues to shake. You hear a crashing and a banging from somewhere else in the compound. After a
So-
few minutes, it does seem to slow down and stop. All of the violent shaking and crashing noises.
I say to Penn, can you please not shoot any pressurized tanks in the future?
It was an accident. My gun just sort of slipped. But yes, I take your point.
I raise an eyebrow at that, like,
So our strength stays penalty, right?
Yeah, until you get your full rest for a week.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. So I definitely eat whatever food is down here.
It's just that weird porridge coming in that pipe.
I mean, does it smell good?
I mean, no, but it's food. It's mush.
All right. All right. Well, I eat that because I'm just like I'm just happy to be alive right now.
I've had work. Ugh.
So I'm like, okay. I say we're gonna go out and we're gonna find our way out of here.
When you open the door
Okay.
and climb out, you see there are cracks in the walls and the ceiling. The place is severely destabilized.
So I'm just gonna, as I just say, try to not touch any of the walls. I say, and walk slowly.
Are you going back to room 10?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to room 10. And I'm gonna go to the right of room 10.
Okay. You see the same type of damage in room 10 that you saw in 17. Walking through that door, roll me a d6.
It had to happen sooner or later. Got the one.
Okay.
It's my turn to roll.
Well, I am opening it.
As you
I'll
open the
take it.
door, there is this part rusted metallic humanoid creature in here. The room is filled with a white table and chairs, but there's this creature sort of behind the table. And it sees you come in, and it starts moving towards you with a sadistic look on its face.
I shoot it.
Roll damage.
Okay.
Pew.
I got a one.
You got a 1.
Oh my
So
god.
Yeah.
you shoot it, and it gets hit, and it jumps like it's very startled. And you see like this look of sheer terror come over its eyes. It has this like wire that it wants to like wrap you up in. You can see it's holding it like it's going to come at you with this wire, but then you shoot it, and it's almost like it's shocked that you actually fought it. And it's going to turn and run and hide behind the table.
Okay. I keep my weapon drawn and I say, "Be careful, guys. There's something else in here. Keep your weapons drawn." And I go inside the room some more.
Can I take my whip and sort of like whip and like capture it with my whip?
Capture it. That's interesting.
You can try. I'll say first you'd have to roll damage for the whip, and then I'd say let's just do a dex save to see if you can get it captured.
Okay, I rolled 5 damage with the whip, and then dex save, I rolled a 14.
Okay. 14 against what?
Well, my dex is an 8.
Okay, so that's a fail. So you hurt it, and it actually manages to wriggle. In order to use your whip on it, since it was behind the table, you would have had to come to one side or the other. It goes around the other side and actually shoves its way past Julius and Lillian, trying to flee.
Bang!
But Lillian still has a turn here.
Ugh. 2.
You guys have hurt it pretty bad. It's scared to death. It runs back down towards room 8 and out of sight.
Dang. All right. Well, is there anything else in this room?
There's food on the table, but it's rotten. It looks like some sort of meat, but clearly inedible at this point. The table itself feels like ivory. The chairs are stained with food. There are bottles here of some kind of liquid, and there are platters and cutlery, all together probably worth about 3 guilders.
Shove that in a bag.
All right.
I open one of the bottles and sniff it.
Salt water.
Do you guys want to split it 1 guilder each?
Sure. And you want one of these bottles for your green beads, Julius?
Sure. Thank you.
You've just been carrying them in like a handkerchief.
Yeah. Okay, and when we're done here, I'm gonna go back to 10, go back to 8, and then go to the. Well, actually, yeah, that door right there next to 8. Yeah.
There's 2 doors here that you have.
One on the top.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a long hallway, and then room 13. As you enter room 13, please roll me a d6. I'm going to reveal it in a second.
All right. Let's have Penn do it.
Yeah.
A 3.
Okay.
Well, that doesn't protect you from this.
Whoa!
Some
Holy shit.
tentacled monster.
It's a black, scaled, 6-legged thing asleep.
Oh,
Asleep?
Okay.
Asleep. And on the other side of it is a corroded doorway.
Does it look like we have enough room to sneak past it if we wanted to?
Thank goodness the rattling in the place didn't wake it up.
I would say give me a luck check on that.
Just to see if we could?
Just to see how much space there is, yeah.
All right.
If
it's
you're
a D20,
lucky,
right?
this creature has left space for you to walk around it.
D20?
No, D6.
Oh, it's a D6?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Higher is better.
That's good. That's good because no joke. I rolled the D20 on the generator and I got 1. And I just rolled the D6 and I got 6.
Okay. So yes, you can get around behind it.
All right, and I just look over back to Penny and Lillian. Just follow me and don't make a sound. And I'm just slowly going around it. With this.
Tippy toe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You coming, Lillian?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
That's awfully freaky, though.
It's weird looking, man. It's
Just don't wake it up. All right, and once we get around, I'm gonna open that door.
So room 15 is partially melted. It's a steel room with steel walls that have been melted somehow. It smells acidic in here. To the north is a passageway that also looks partially melted. To the south is a reinforced door.
Whoa. Okay.
Well, I'm going to close this door.
Yeah, close this door. Yeah. Well, no, there is no door here, right? Oh no, there was. You said there was a door. Yeah.
Yeah, it's corroded. It's a corroded doorway. It's not
Oh.
actually a door.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But I will investigate that reinforced door.
It
there
is
a
the
handle?
first door you have come across in this place that is securely locked.
And there's no lockpick in this game, right?
There is actually.
There is?
Yeah. In fact, it is assumed that you can pick locks, and you generally don't even have to roll for it unless there's either a threat of some kind or a time limit.
Okay, well, I will start to try to pick this lock.
All right. As you do so, you hear more rumbling and collapsing of things in the distance.
I'm like, come on.
Roll me. This is just my own thing here, but roll me a d6 to see how long it takes.
Come on, Julius. What's taking so long?
I rolled a 3.
No pressure. No pressure.
3 minutes.
Okay, 3 minutes, so... Just give me a sec. I almost got it. Just...
Well, you have found the lever.
A lever.
So this room has a control panel in it. There are faint lights. Some of those alien symbols are on the control panel. And one large lever behind a glass cover.
I want to pull it.
Do you
A
just rush
giant
for it?
Lever.
No.
If you rush for it, I'm not going to stop you.
Pen has
Like,
learned
wait.
some question, but I go for it slowly.
And say, are you sure about this, Pen? You know what happened last time you did something impulsively?
Lillian?
I'm just afraid that what you blew up earlier, that this is part of the same mechanism. If you throw the lever, it might do more damage, but I don't know. We're in it deep now, so might as well.
I pull it.
Okay.
Okay. So, you pull the lever. The whole complex begins to shake. No longer in spurts, but now consistently. Like an ongoing earthquake. Like a rolling earthquake. And you're hearing noise and things crashing.
That's...
Can I move the lever back up?
Nothing happens. You can't move it back up.
Dagnabbit.
It's like I have a feeling that I have a feeling this whole place is gonna go down. So I run. So I start running up.
As you pass through 15, you see a giant eye in that doorway where you passed by that scaled creature. It's
shoot.
looking in, and it says, "Ah, you pulled the lever."
Oh, it speaks.
Why would we not? It's just too tempting.
I think Julius, being afraid right now, would attempt to just go to the next room. I don't know if you guys want to stay there and talk to that thing. But
I'm
Julius
shocked.
is going to probably go to the next room.
You stop, Pen?
I look at the eye. I'm like, it speaks.
Of course I speak. Thank you very much for pulling the lever.
What does it do exactly?
It is the self-destruct lever.
Oh. Aren't you going to self-destruct too then?
No, this place will self-destruct, and I will be free.
Oh, I shoot it in the eye
Ah!
with my musket.
It tries to get at you, but it can't fit through the doorway.
Penwick, come on! I'm like standing at the other doorway.
Roll-
like, come
roll
on!
damage.
I'm looking up at Julius. Like, she's
that's
shot
a
in the
feat.
face.
In the eye. I rolled a 6.
Damn.
Okay, you got it. You rolled a 6. It is going to blast some acid at you, a corrosion wave.
Okay.
And that's what this ability is called. I need my D10.
How's that door working, Julius?
3
Well,
damage to Pen.
I was about to run up, so
Wait, weren't you at 1 strength?
I'm at 1 strength, but we're back at 4 HP.
yeah.
Okay, well, not anymore.
That's-
You took
that's
3
your rest.
damage.
Okay, so I'm at 1 HP.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still running up.
I understand.
And
Okay,
I'm like
then
forcefully
I-
up the hallway, like, yeah, beckoning. Penwick, come on!
Yeah, let me just rub off some of this acid, and I run, following after Lillian.
There's like
Okay,
smoke
roll it.
coming off your clothes, right?
Now, wandering encounters are going to change a little bit, and it won't matter unless you roll one. So, roll a wandering encounter, please.
Lillian?
Lillian, please.
6.
6. Okay, that's nothing. You're in room 6.
All right.
So, this is a big corridor, big central corridor. On the north wall are these framed abstract patterns. If you, well, you're running, so I won't describe them too much. The floor and walls are made of steel panels that are warm to the touch. Here you have a ladder going up. Over here is a narrow passageway. This is where you came in. And here is a steel door. Let me see. And then here's an additional door.
That ladder is awfully tempting.
Is everything still shaking a lot?
Yep, consistently.
Oh my god.
I guess we go up.
The name of the music playing on the stream right now is "You Should Run." It's the name of the song.
Yeah. This place is coming down. I would like to stay, but I'm going straight for that ladder.
And it's been playing since you shot the tank.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. The creature's like, get out. Okay.
Yeah. I'm going
So
for that.
where are you guys headed?
I'm going for the ladder. I'm trying to
Okay.
get out of here.
Ladder goes up to a wide shaft. I assume you guys are going with Julius?
Mm-hmm.
Hot on his heels.
Okay, let me just see which room you're going to end up in. So you're going up to level 2 now. You've been on level 3,
Holy crap! We got
having bypassed level 2 originally. So you are now in a different room 6. Right there. So this is like an underground room, but this seems to be like the ocean going through it, basically. There's a wide canal. At both ends of it, there are iron bars blocking off, you from traveling through the water that way. The water itself is extremely filthy. Excuse me. The walls are tiled, typical tiles of the Bastion underground canal network. So this is basically might be a sewer that you're in now. You have a corridor to each side.
And everything's still shaking?
Uh-huh.
Oh man. I feel like Julius would try to go through the water and to the left.
Okay.
Are you guys gonna follow me?
Absolutely.
Let's do it. Roll me a d6 as you enter the new room.
Okay, I'll do this one.
Oh.
Are those aliens? I got one.
You got a 1.
Got one.
You hear a loud crash somewhere in the complex.
Oh. Okay.
And in here you see 3 large faceless humanoids. They
Aliens.
are moving large chunks of coral from one side of the cave to the other. And that's it. They completely ignore you.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say, yeah. Don't mind me, and I go down.
I'm like, wait, do you guys know the way out?
They completely ignore you.
Oh,
You're
fine,
going
I didn't
down?
know friends.
Yeah, I go down. Who wants to roll this one?
Yeah, somebody roll it.
5.
Okay. In here is a glass chamber with a lever inside.
I'm not pulling it this time.
A glass chamber. Is there no way to get inside of it?
Yeah,
There's
is
a
there way
door.
in?
There's a
There's
door.
Oh my god!
Actually, I do want to pull it.
You have a corridor to the side and a tunnel going, a pair of wide doors going down.
You know what? In Julian's mind, maybe you know what, Julian will try to go inside of the thing and try to pull the lever.
You're gonna pull the lever?
Yeah, because in his mind, he's thinking that maybe this will counteract what's happening on the bottom.
Okay, so you're inside a glass chamber with a lever in it. You pull the lever. Immediately, green gas shoots into the chamber and fills it up. First of all, roll me a d6.
Five.
5. So this is going to be your will. Now roll me a d20.
Oh my gosh. Bye, Julius.
4.
Okay, what is your will score?
Thankfully, my will is my max score. 13.
Well, not anymore. You rolled a 4 on the d20. Your will now becomes 4 because you are in the mutation chamber and it causes a random mutation.
Shit.
You guys watch as Julius's skin bubbles and his head begins to change shape and it becomes like a sloping, almost like ape head as the forehead. And you know that this kind of change of shape can only happen if his brain were shrinking.
Oh no.
Ah! I scream.
Your will score is now a 4.
I'm like, Julius!
Can I don't think I can even communicate anymore.
No, you can. Most people's scores are between 5 and 15. Yours is now a 4, but you're still verbal.
Do I look like a primate or something?
No, I think it just sort of reversed. It only changed the one score, so I'm gonna say it mostly just affected your head.
So my head shrinked.
Your head shrunk.
Well, it didn't shrink exactly so much as the forehead sloped back a lot.
Oh.
Yeah, you still look like you, Julius, just a little different. Maybe if we get you a wig, you'll be alright.
Maybe.
I don't feel too good. Let's get out of here.
Take Julius by the hand and drag him to the left, I guess, right?
Yeah. Left we go.
Lillian, you want to roll?
I don't want to. I got to roll a 5.
Okay.
You rolled a 5. Okay. Let me get the room up here.
Oh,
you
it's
go.
another shaft.
17. Yeah, it is a pit. It's not a bottomless pit this time. No, actually it is, but it is filled with some sort of noxious waste. And then you have the tunnel, it's a corridor going south, which smells sulfurous.
Oh, we've got to get out of this room. It smells so
Stinky.
bad.
It is awful smelling.
I just have my hand over Lillian. I'm just get me out of here.
I make my way south.
I'm gonna pull my shirt or like a handkerchief out and cover my face and mouth.
Okay, Penn
Try
went
and
first
protect my
to the
breathing.
south, so please roll that check.
A 3.
A 3. Okay. In room 18 are a bunch of steaming pools filled with dead fish that are floating in them. Cloudy, sulfurous water. One of them contains a skull, a star skull.
Sorry, we can't see the room that well.
Oh,
A star skull?
a star skull. It's like an alien skull.
Interesting. I pick it up and just sort of like examine it.
Let me see something real quick.
I'm like, don't touch it. Oh, like, I didn't say it fast enough.
I think this is an Arcana, but I'm not sure. I don't see Star Skull on the list. Star Skull. Yeah, okay, so the book doesn't actually say what that is. It's an alien skull.
Okay.
I did a search and everything. Okay, but you have a corridor going to... you have a corridor going this way, and no, I'm sorry. This way is a corridor, and then this way is a tunnel. So I guess the difference between a sewer versus like a natural cavern. Oh, here it says what a star skull is right below. Obviously, polished skull of alien bone, trembles faintly if you speak to it. It can nod and shake its head.
Oh. Well, this is interesting. Hey, Mr. Whatever you are, left. Do we go left?
Yeah, how do we get out of here? Left or right?
How does the skull nod? Does the skull nod when I say left?
It's going to look towards the right.
Okay.
Right?
Which-
Do we believe the skull, you guys?
Right now, I believe anything because my will is all the way down.
Well, there's one way to find out. If we go that way and it's not good, then we know not to trust it.
All right, I stick it in my bag and let's go to the right.
You got it.
Ah.
Oh, that looks like a whirlpool to me.
So who goes in first?
I was hanging off of Lillian, so I don't know.
I go in first.
Penwick had the skull. So
Yeah.
roll me a d6 for the wandering encounter.
I rolled a 6.
Okay. So when you come in here, it looks like some sort of insane spiral. And you start trying to count the walls, even though you start trying to count the walls and find that you're having a hard time counting.
1, 2, 8, 10, 1, 5, 6.
They are helix-shaped coral walls of a color you can't quite identify. Yeah. And then you have the... Let's see. You have the door going north back to the mutation chamber, the corridor you came in through, and there's a small door right here.
1, 2, 5, 9, 3, 7, 1, 2.
And everyone who enters this room has a hard time counting the walls.
I just kind of bury my head in Lillian's shoulder. I'm like, do we have to stay in here?
I make my way towards that small door.
I'm sorry, Mia, I think you're muted. Okay. So, Penwick, I need you to roll me a d6.
I rolled a 2.
You lose 2 points off your will score
What? Well, I guess that means I'm at 14.
because you continued trying to count the walls.
I'm squinting, going, I think, yeah, there.
12. Pen, I think you also are the one who said you go to the door, so please roll me a check for that room.
4.
4. Okay. No encounter here. What you do have is a trickling stream filled with salt water running from a hole in the wall, in the north wall, and then out to south. You have a bunch of brambles on the south wall covering that opening, and then a doorway on the east.
Right. And I don't see anything else in the room. I go up to the stream and I try to wipe off some of that corrosion that I got on me earlier by that big scarab creature.
You do what? I'm sorry.
Oh, I just rinsed myself off in the stream real
Oh,
quick.
fair enough. Cool. Yeah, the place is still shaking.
Quickly, I'm like, Julius, come on. Penwick,
I'm hanging on to you guys right now.
no lollygagging, let's go. And throw that other door open then real quick.
The
Penwick's
one on the side.
busy rinsing, yeah.
All right. So that's room 11. Please roll me a check.
3.
3. Okay. So the floor here is rough coral littered with stony spikes. The ceiling is full of like fleshy openings. They're twitching.
Oh my gosh. I'm
then
suddenly
you have a-
thinking, yeah.
Yeah, you have
Sorry.
a corridor to the side.
Keep moving.
Those things don't look right, Lillian.
They don't. They make me think of that thing from that thing.
I'm still just hanging off you guys, so
I'm
I want to get out of
expecting-
here.
Yeah. I'm like thinking of a video game. I forget the name of it. Fall of Man, like little things that are dipping down and snatching you up. But anyway, let's go quickly.
Okay.
So,
Sorry, 1 second. I lost my spot in the book. Okay, so you're in 11. You're going through the door. I need you each to roll me a dex save.
Each of us.
Yep.
Oh, 11. That's nice.
Is that a pass?
That is a pass. You have a 14 dex.
Sorry, it's out of D20, right?
Yeah.
I rolled a 19. My dex is 8.
Why are you so good?
19 is bad.
I know.
I
That's
know.
almost critical failure bad.
Mhm.
And I rolled an 8. I'm okay.
Okay, so Penwick, your friends managed to dodge, but every time any of you passes under one of those fleshy openings in the ceiling, it fires a stony spike out.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah, and you take 3 damage.
I'm dead.
You're fully
Wait.
dead?
I'm fully dead.
Wait, how
Oh,
much?
no.
Wait, how much?
Because I was at 1 and then it has 1 strength, and so that puts me at negative
Oh.
1. I'm sorry, guys. Fare thee
Oh.
well. Let me come with up.
This- You see the stony spike just go right into your skull. I'm like, no, Pinwig.
I like how Steve had the rip. He had the rip ready. He was like,
Yeah,
let me just put this on
ready and waiting.
You can roll up a character quick if you want. We've only got a max of 20 minutes of playtime left.
While you guys continue playing, let me see if I can.
Yeah, so as you guys are running through this room, you see Penwick just get absolutely wrecked by a spike and is fully dead. In fact, it goes through the good eye.
Damn.
Oh, in the Discord, I dropped a link for that character generator earlier.
Oh yeah, you can just click that and get a character. So you, the other two of you are perfectly fine, and you get all the way across this room to
It's like,
number
I want to
5.
stop and loot Penwick's body, but no, we don't have time.
Yeah, everything's shaking.
and yeah, spikes are shooting down to the ceiling.
Oh, I have a new character now.
Okay, what's his name?
I am Charles Snowball Ingleby. I will do anything to protect my friends, only I have no friends.
Okay, hold on a second.
We should have just said that you whatever new character you roll up is Lillian's brother.
Oh, we can do that. What's the
You wanna
last
do
name?
that?
Ingleby.
Do you want to be Lillian's brother Lawrence instead?
I could. Well, if Mia.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's the
That'd
way
be a
we
good
wanna
little
play this,
climax.
yeah.
That'd be a good
Yeah,
little
that'll
climax.
get into the story. So Lawrence
Yeah.
Fletcher. Lawrence Fletcher. You bust open the next door, and behind it, you have to roll a wandering encounter check. Lillian?
I dropped a 1, of course. Finally.
There is another
Really sad.
loud explosion and crash from somewhere else in the complex. And as you come into this room, which is remarkably clean with a red velvet carpet and green tile walls, and then there are 5 safes on the east wall. In there, you see trying desperately to crack the last safe, because 4 of them have already been pried open and cleaned out, is your brother, Lawrence Fletcher.
Haha! Ta-da! I look amazingly like Penwick.
Oh my god, he's alive.
Yeah, I skid to a halt in the room. I'm like, what? Oh my god. Lawrence, it's you.
Lillian?
Yes,
What are you
we
doing
came-
here?
I got your telegram.
Oh, that telegram! But I didn't I didn't think you would actually come. But
Of course we did. Well, unfortunately, there were 3 of us, but now there's just 2 of us.
3. Oh, I'm
You-
so
you-
sorry for your loss.
You remember Penwick at all?
Yeah, wasn't he your friend from school?
He's right in there.
Yeah, unfortunately he's back there, and I think the building's coming down. We need to get out of here.
Yeah.
We should get out of here.
Wait, let me crack open the safe first.
And poor Julius here, he suffered a head injury of some sort.
I thought that's Julius. Well, I thought he kind of did. He does look a little like Julius, doesn't he?
I turn my head and it's just all smooth.
Did you do something? Did you do something to your hair?
Would you just open that shit?
We need to get out of here.
Julius,
Did you-
why don't you use your favorite toy
What? Oh, the playing cards?
to open the safe?
Oh. Yeah, actually,
Excuse
sure.
me, Cat.
Julius just throws it.
Just throws the portable room. He
Yeah.
busts the safe open. I imagine Lawrence probably has a crowbar in the edge already. The ram hits the crowbar, busts the door open. Inside, you find a box of jewelry worth 5 guilders.
Oh, nice.
Alright, I'll
I take it.
2. I'll
You
take
have a
2
co-
guilders.
You have
But-
corridors to the north and
But
south.
do you really with the will of 4? I'm like, let me
What?
hold this for you, Julius.
Well, that's why I only took 2. 'Cause if I
Let
had
me-
all my will, I would take all 5.
Let me hold this for you, Julius.
North
I
or
mean-
south, guys? To the south, you feel warm air. To the north, you smell the ocean.
I say north. Oh wait, no. Warm air. Oh, I don't know. You guys choose.
Somebody with
North, if I could smell the ocean, that seems like the way out. Lawrence, I mean, maybe you know the way out. I mean,
Well, I came in from that room with the spikes. You know,
And
this is the
yeah,
first time I've been in
Lawrence-
this room.
Lawrence, what you know is, you've been here long enough to know that the shape of this place changes over time as the coral grows and reshapes.
Yeah,
So
you know.
having a way out is not a guarantee that you're still going to have a way out when you leave.
Yeah, you know, this place is really, really odd. Things grow and move and change. So you might be in one room and you go back and it's not that same room again.
Let's just go towards the ocean.
I smell the salt of the ocean. I mean, I would assume that's leading out warm
Yeah.
air. I don't know.
Well, that's as good as guess as any.
As you go up to room 9, I need someone to roll me
I'll do
a
it.
check for a wandering encounter.
I'll do it. 6.
Okay. Well, you're still alive.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
like, yeah, how many ones until the whole place just falls on her head?
Yeah. Yeah.
She's
there
like,
is-
I'm not
there
saying.
is an answer to that.
I know. I suspect there would be.
Is there anything in
You
this
guys come into this room. You find several rock pools of salt water, some harmless crustaceans. There's a few pennies at the bottom of one of them. A wooden door to the north, and to the west, there overgrown hallway with bright blue weeds.
Blight brew weeds.
This place is a freaking maze.
Yeah,
Some kind
I've
of a
been stuck
dungeon.
here for a while.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to cut those weeds with?
I have bolt cutters and a hatchet.
By the way, Lawrence, you see Julius eating some of your jerky and carrying your beads.
But does Lawrence even know what those are?
Yeah, well, you found him here, probably.
They're like, hey, you found my stash. Gosh, I lost those weeks ago.
Oh, don't worry. I'll give it to you when we get up there.
But you know, I thought I had 6 containers.
Well, that our friend of ours, he had some too, and he's dead.
Oh, rest in peace, Fenwick.
So which way are you guys going? Up or to the side?
Take the hatchet with the weeds, Lawrence.
Hatchet?
Let's go. The hatchet, the weeds.
Yeah.
All right. I go towards the weeds and start hacking at them.
I will want a dex save, please.
Great idea, Julius. I might die again.
We're going for the record tonight.
I rolled an 11, and my new dex is an 11.
Okay, that's a pass. You are able to hack down these weeds without touching them.
Nice.
Yeah, that's good for
Well-
you. And you clear a passageway to room 10. In here, you see a pile of coral chunks with tiny snakes weaving among the coral. On the walls are crude paintings of a snake-like figure swimming in water.
Yeah, coral snakes, not good.
That's probably. You know what? That big vibration. That might be what's making the big vibration right now.
The
Oh, dear.
snakes?
Yeah, the drawing of the snake. Yeah. But let's. There's nothing else interesting in here, right?
Nothing.
Let's get out and go up.
Room 7.
Mhm.
So in room 7, heaps of dead coral, crumbling to pieces.
Oh wait, we need to do the encounter, right?
Oh yeah, and you need to do it for 10 and for 7.
All right. Who wants to do 10? Lawrence.
All right.
Yeah, Lawrence has technically never rolled one.
Lawrence rolls a 2 for
Ooh.
10.
Okay.
And then
7.
Lillian.
3.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So, again, in room 7, heaps of dead coral, some very large piles. On the west there, you see overgrown coral blocking part of a passageway. And then on the east, it looks like it goes back to room 6 where you came up here.
Can you move it down a little bit?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, did we just go in a circle?
Big
Yes.
circle.
But you said that. But you said there's coral to our right.
4 lefts is a circle. Yeah. There's
Okay.
coral here
I-
blocking a passageway.
I take my ram. Take my ram out. We gotta get out of here.
Really glad you brought that with us, Julius.
Yeah, I take my ram to it.
That's fantastic. Okay.
This ram is really coming in handy, man.
So there's a bunch of junk in here. Literally pile of junk. Mostly knickknacks from Bastion, including old letters, cheap jewelry, wooden toys, and an urn of ashes.
Is there any words on the ashes, like a lettering?
No.
No. I'm like,
It's somebody's
like that.
grandpa, probably.
I don't like it.
Who's going to roll that encounter die?
Oh yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Better.
Go ahead, Mia.
All right, okay. Unless Julius.
I'll do it.
Okay.
I got the one.
You got the one?
I got the one.
Well, we're getting out of here a little early, guys.
After all this, we found Lawrence and crunch.
Well, on the third such loud crash, the self-destruction completes.
Oh.
Anyone caught inside, which is all of you, suffers a d20 of damage
Oh dear.
and is thrown out in the ocean. I'm going to roll that now.
Oh, a d20 of damage. Okay.
Yeah,
So I'm going to roll separately for each of you. Lawrence takes 5 damage.
Okay.
Lillian takes 12 damage.
Oh, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
And my strength
Julius.
is at 18.
Takes 19 damage.
Oh.
Yeah, 12 is exactly what you needed to kill me. Okay.
Lawrence is still alive at 8th straight.
You gotta put another one of those for Mia.
Did you
Lawrence.
die?
Yeah, you
Lillian died?
exactly. Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
7, 8, 9, 10. Yep.
Man, and I had armor and everything, but it was just too much. That 19 was crazy.
Why did you come for me? I lost my sister.
You literally told her to. Oh,
Lawrence.
man.
I'm glad I found you. Live along, crunch.
Yeah, the water comes flooding in. Lawrence, you crawl your way to shore knowing that you have killed not only your sister, but her 2 best friends.
I didn't kill them. The Iron Coral did. I will get my revenge.
And you turn around to look at the iron coral and you see it collapsing in on itself. The last remnants of it that are above the surface sink below the waves.
And Lawrence is a broken man.
This is the worst possible outcome. I love it. I love it.
Well, that's 3 character deaths.
That
in one
is
night.
technically a total party kill.
It was
Is that-
PK, all right.
Is that
Yeah.
the record right now for Monday night streams? Three deaths, 3 character
No.
deaths.
No, that's not a record. We've lost entire parties before the break in the past.
Good.
Sweet.
Well, that was into the man.
Yeah.
Did you have to roll 19 on me, Steve?
You know, part of me was like, you rolled a 5. Let that be a 5 for everyone. But no, I rolled 19 on you.
No, I
Yeah.
imagine it's like we're rolling out of the place, and so other boulders are hitting us. And
There's boulders, there's walls breaking, there's huge
Yeah.
torrents of water busting in. Yeah.
And rolling
It's a miracle.
exactly
Well,
what you needed.
well,
Exactly.
technically, we did do our mission. We saved Lawrence.
You saved
Yeah.
Lawrence.
Technically,
Your sacrifice shall never be forgotten.
And you really wanted to
Oh my gosh.
not have to work anymore, so you accomplished that mission too.
Yeah. Man, and I was rolling the dough. I had four gillings, and I had the 2 muskets. I had the crude armor. I had that pendant. I was gonna fucking clean up.
I'll say
I got
Lawrence
home.
finds everyone's backpack on the beach.
Yeah, right.
And I start smoking a cigar. It's a little wet and soggy, but
Lillian's
All right,
gonna
guys.
reincarnate as a mouse for Mouse Ritter.
I love this game, man. This is a cool system.
No, I really like this game too.
I think, you know,
I feel like if you were to run the same dungeon with regular D&D rules, it would take like 3 sessions.
absolutely. Yeah.
Mhm.
Because the combat is just so much faster in this game.
yeah.
The combat's faster. Also, if Penn hadn't pulled that lever, you guys probably would have lived.
If Penn
But-
didn't, if
but-
Penn didn't shoot the fucking pressure tank,
But didn't
probably
it make the
would've lived
game
too.
so much faster? We ran through those rooms.
But
that's
the
true.
pressure tank, so the pressure tank thing said vaguely that the structure begins to collapse.
I don't
But
recall.
it gave no rules on what that means. So that's why I kind of had it slow down and stop. But then the lever has this like whole paragraph about what happens when you pull the
Nice,
lever.
nice.
And I'm like, yeah, if you guys hadn't pulled that lever, this place
was
wouldn't have collapsed.
was there no way to figure out what that lever did?
No,
No way. Okay.
no, it's
so-
just a lever. You either pull it or
Yeah.
you don't.
Okay. You were gonna tell us what that blob thing did at the end.
Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you about that blob. So it had a psychic scream ability. Everyone in the same room loses a d6 will and begins to sweat blood.
Gee.
Damn.
Anyone reduced to will 0 by this attack has their head explode.
Yo.
Just like in the- It's in like the 3rd room of the freaking dungeon. I'm like, good lord.
Yeah,
It was-
but also the thing was never going to attack you if you hadn't shot it.
I
Yeah.
see.
It was driven by a desire. Every monster in this game has a drive. That one's drive was to be left alone.
What about the one that was telling us to go down?
His drive was to make you go in the hole.
That's it.
That's
just his
it.
back. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
he wanted you down there.
And the creature with the garrote or
Uh,
the wire.
So his drive, he wanted it was a pain wire. If you get wrapped up in it, you experience like excruciating torture. But he was a coward, and he was shocked and terrified if anyone actually fights back.
I
But
definitely want to run.
his drive was to get you in the wire. But
I definitely want to run this game. It sounds like a fun game for a DM.
it is a great game for DM. I would play this dungeon with you. I don't have it memorized or anything. You could just run this right out of the book. Or there's probably others available, maybe on drive-thru or just on the
Yeah.
internet. We could do the
Yeah.
hex crawl next time.
Well, technically, Lawrence survived, so
Lawrence survived.
yeah.
Well done, gang. Hey, thanks everyone for watching. Jason's in the chat. Y'all got through it, right? I think
No.
Jason might have missed a few things.
All 3 original members dead.
All
Yeah.
3 original members dead. Only Lawrence Fletcher got out.
This is my second character.
We sacrificed to save Lawrence.
Yes.
Jason was playing Saints Row. You got through it, right, Jason? Let's peace out. Thanks for playing. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time on Friday, episode 11, Shadows of Arconia Campaign 2. We'll be back next week for another one of these. What are we playing next week? Is that?
The pulp
that's-
game. I
yeah, that's
don't
yours.
know how to say those the Spanish words. I'll have to figure that
Vieja
out.
Escuela.
There we go. Thank you.
I'm gonna buy this book. I want to run this game.
I want the hard copy. It isn't available right now. It's like out of stock.
Dang.
But I'm gonna
This
get
was
it as soon
fun.
as I can. Yeah, this
That
is a great
odd
game.
generator is good too.
Yeah.
Anyway, good night, all.
Night.